This week on the Star Trek Void, we've got DVDs and Blu-Ray galore you can order, pre-order, or hope to win. Plus a new set with a familiar feel coming to Strange New Worlds in Season 2, while Worf beams up and reunites with Picard sporting a new look and a new weapon created just for Season 3 of Star Trek Picard. Hi, and welcome back to Katie's Corner in Space in Volume 4 of the Star Trek Void. After an extended illness, and now with enough voice to speak for more than a few seconds at a time, I bring you the latest information on our favorite trekking shows and the characters that bring us new stories nearly weekly these days. So let's start with Strange New Worlds and their place on a list telling the world what we already knew. This is a fantastic show worth watching. Coming in at number 11 on the Rolling Stone's Top 20 Shows of 2022, Strange New Worlds has helped to bring in a whole new slew of fans, as well as some old ones who preferred the old-style storytelling of a one-shot adventure to the more often used long-season story arc. With its weekly challenge, which ranges from accidental first contact to attacks from a violent species, Strange New Worlds has proven it's the show to watch going forward. And with a new season on its way, a new set joins the already popular bridge in Medbay in the form of a bar. Not unlike 10 Forward or Quarks, Port Galley will be a meeting place for officers to relax. And if it's anything like the aforementioned previous bars, it could be a place of storytelling, drama, celebrations, or even concerts. While I personally was reminded of an entirely different franchise's bar, I like the bright design and different areas of interest which could be used for anything from a romantic date to a public speech. This set looks like a really great addition to the weekly storytelling we've come to expect from Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Speaking of expectation, if you are hoping to own a piece of the first season, now is the time to pre-order your copy of the Special Edition Steelbook, available March 21st, 2023. The Steelbook, DVD, and Special Editions will include 90 minutes of special features, as well as the 10-episode run of the first season. In the UK, release will be on the 20th of March, and in Australia, the 29th. But if you want some Trek gag reels and deleted scenes now, then Discovery Season 4 may be the way to go. With immediate availability as the release date was December 6th, you could be enjoying spacefaring bloopers much sooner. But if you just don't want to put up the scratch, you can also try winning a copy through Daily Star Trek News by 1. Following them on Twitter and liking and sharing their giveaway tweets, following them on Facebook and liking and sharing their giveaway posts. You could also subscribe to their YouTube channel or become a Patreon supporter or subscribe to their daily newsletter. 2 winners will be selected among the entries on December 21st, and winners should be informed by the 22nd, so head on over and enter now. You can find the links in the details below. Now, before I head over to Star Trek Picard, in the last volume of The Void, we took a look at some of the fun ornaments available this holiday season. And now we've got some great new additions to the array of Trekkie decor for all our holiday needs in the form of Mirror Universe ornaments. And who doesn't love this idea? As a lover of her Mirror Universe Funko Pops, let me just say this is a collection I need for my tree. So yeah, if the dyslexic Trekkie is watching, you know what to tell Mom and Dad to get me for Christmas now. Yeah, that was a shameless addition to my Christmas list and a shameless plug for my sister's channel, which is exclusively Trek and almost exclusively 90s Trek, so head on over if you need a nostalgia hit. Now back to Picard and even more nostalgia with the introduction, or the return I should say, of Worf. Though not the Worf we knew, seen here looking very different than the Klingon I grew to adore. We already know the son of Mogh is a pacifist now and bears a new weapon designed specifically for Picard. The Kurleth, designed by Dan Curry, who also created the Batleth, is a punctuated sword one can assume is used more for defense than offense, as Worf is now a self-proclaimed pacifist, something we hope to hear more about during the Season 3 run. In the images provided, other details can be noted, such as the Federation flags in the bar and the design of the uniforms worn. I've noticed in these newly incepted versions of Trek over the last 5 years or so, the material used in the costuming seems to provide more depth and visual interest. Long gone are the simple one-tone flat fabrics of TNG and that era's fashion. These days, the material used seems to have a hidden pattern or extra flair which never seems ostentatious, but does bring an extra level to the costuming and design which, even when based on previous designs, gives the looks a new kick, in my opinion. Rather a revamped style for away missions in a simple jacket or the understated pattern in fabric used on a famous shirt, I have to give it up to the behind-the-scenes teams tasked with constantly creating new yet familiar looks for a series with one of the pickiest and observant fan groups out there. While we have gotten some great clues as to what to expect in the upcoming season of Picard, one big question remains. Who is the new captain of the Titan A? While many of you have voiced thoughts on Captain Hansen, it seems we'll be getting a brand new captain, but possibly in the form of a familiar face if you happen to be a 12 Monkeys fan. Rumors are abound when it comes to the newest captain of a Federation starship, and so far all clues seem to point to Todd Stashwick. Terry Metalis hinted long ago a 12 Monkeys alum could be joining Picard, and a still of an officer being tossed around on the Titan only served to back up any previous whispers that actor may be Stashwick. Stashwick is a well-known character actor and just happens to also be a Trek alum after appearing in an Enterprise episode playing a Romulan posing as a Vulcan. So, welcome him back would be a treat. Which still leaves me baffled as to what part Ed Spaliers will be playing, a personal question I've been asking myself since last summer when it was reported he would be appearing in no less than 3 episodes. While captaining a ship seems less likely, and most fans of Ed seem to vote villain, as he's often cast in such a role, I'm secretly hoping he will turn out to be a relation to O'Brien, taking advantage of his talent for playing a part with an Irish accent, maybe giving the guy a break from being the bad guy. But until I hear more on that front, all I have is speculation and confirmation Spaliers has a stunt double, which may mean his part is at the very least an exciting one. I'll share information on that as it comes, and for now, be sure to check out the previous editions of The Void and the related shorts here, and I'll see you there.